Hey there, YouTube! Daryl back at you again for another episode of Daryl's Vape Tape. So what's up, YouTube? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hopefully, wherever you're at, whatever the hell you're doing, hopefully it's going fucking fantastic. Me, just chilling out here in Montana. Another great day, like 75 degrees outside. Cannot complain at all. So hopefully, wherever the hell you're at, the sun is shining, the day is going great, alright? But the topic of today's episode is we're going to talk about vaping and high wattage. So high wattage dripping is what I call it. So high wattage dripping. What's high wattage dripping? To me, high wattage dripping is anything over 100 watts. You know, a lot of people, most people that I know that are vaping are running anywhere from 40 to 80 watts. Now, high wattage dripping is, you know, it's a lot of battery, a lot of juice, a lot of wire, a lot of just everything, all right? It's an over-the-top experience. If you have not tried it, it's an absolute have to try, all right? So today, mainly, we're going to be talking about high wattage dripping. We're going to be going over the pros, the cons, which devices I like to use, what mods, what tanks, all that good stuff. And also, we're going to be talking about some heavy hitter e-liquid, all right? So I pulled this one out just because it kind of intrigued me a little bit. It's Haymaker's the flavor, and it's a sweet cornbread, all right? So heavy hitter, straight out of Long Beach, California. You know, they got 70% VG liquid. They got all the nic levels. Everything's pretty standard as far as prices and whatnot. But, like I said, sweet cornbread, I don't know. There's something about that. I just had to try it. I've just never even thought about trying a sweet cornbread flavored vape. So that's what we're going to do today. My favorite setup lately has been the RX200 with this Temple RDA on top. I got a quad Clapton in there right now, and it's just really kicking some ass. I mean, it is just quaking right now, and it is just doing what I need it to do when I'm dripping, okay? So it's reading about a 0.16, running 150 watts. Let's go ahead and take a couple vapes. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take pros and cons, alright? Let's talk pros and cons, okay? So just remember, all pros and cons are going to depend on what type of hardware you're running. RDA, mod, what kind of coil, what kind of wick you're using, you know, everything's going to depend on what you're running, okay? So the best thing I can say is you have to try it. Okay, don't knock it before you try it. So try it, see how you like it, see which wattages are working, see which builds are working. For me, the lower the build, the higher the wattages. That's where I'm sitting when I'm dripping, okay? But, you know, you guys might find your own take. Maybe you don't have to run 150. Maybe you got to run 170. Whatever it is, you got to find your sweet spot, okay? So for pros, you know, of course, cloud production is the absolute amazing, all right? I mean, there's more heat, more, vapor. There's more everything, all right? Let me go ahead and take a quick vape for you guys. Now, you can't get clouds like that out of any tank that I own, okay? Maybe the TFE4 if you're cranking it way up, but the flavor is so good. The flavor is just so crisp and clean. All right, so of course the next pro for me is, of course, flavor. Flavor is there. I mean, flavor just hits you in the nose. I mean, the flavor is coming off the RDA so strong. That is just amazing. I really, really enjoy high wattage dripping. So let's talk cons. Of course, with everything, especially with vaping, there's always cons with most things, all right? So, the two major cons that I have for high wattage dripping, the first one is battery life, okay? So I use dual 18650 devices when I do high wattage dripping, but the maximum amount of time that I can get out of one is 2 hours, especially when I'm running 150 watts, okay? I really like using the RX200 when I'm high wattage dripping just because it has the power that I need and it lasts. I can get 3 or 4 hours out of this when I'm high wattage dripping. So, that's definitely a con for most people, all right? So now the next con that I have is people just talk about you burn through more juice. Now, I understand you're running higher wattage, you're burning through more juice, but you're dripping it on there so you're not wasting it. And another thing is, the flavor is phenomenal, okay? So I will give up a little extra juice to get a better flavor out of it, okay? That's just me. And like I said, you guys are going to have your own take on it, all right? And for me, I don't, take the RDA and take my high wattage dripping out in public. I just don't do it. It's just not practical for me. I don't want to have to drip. I just want to have a tank. I just want to vape. That's what I want to do. Okay. But when I get home and I'm in the comfort of my own home, I high wattage drip every day. All right. It's just something that I gotta have. It's just a really good, a totally different vape experience from a tank. If you've only vaped on a tank or only done RDAs at lower wattages, higher builds, you gotta try building low and running high. I mean, you absolutely have to give it a shot. It's just an absolute have to. If you're a vapor and you love vaping, you love flavor, you love cloud production, crank the frickin' mod up as high as it'll go and give it a shot. I mean, you will be impressed by the amount of vapor you get and the flavor that you get. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get back to the juice that I was talking about. Heavy hitter, haymaker, sweet cornbread. That's why I pulled it out of the box. It just intrigued me. Sweet cornbread. What is that going to taste like when I get it in a vape? Alright, so a sniff test for you. I smell like a sweet corn kind of bakery flavor in there. I don't know if it's going to taste like the cornbread you're going to pull out of the pan and eat it. I'm not really sure. Oh, just like we always do, I always want to show you guys the packaging. So let's go ahead and dive down to the table and take a quick close look at the bottle here. Alrighty, so we're checking the bottle out right now, and you can see it branded right there on the front with HH, stands for Heavy Hitter Premium E-Liquid. Haymaker's the flavor, 3-Nic is the Nic level. Spin the bottle over here. You got all your proper warnings right there. Spin it a little bit more, flip it this way. You got all your proper ingredients right there, okay? I really like it's got like a gold look to the emblem right there. I like that. Pretty standard E-liquid bottle. This is a 15 ml bottle, max VG. So let's go ahead and take it back up top. We'll vape it and let you know how it rolls off the tongue. So I got her all whipped up in this Temple RDA. Like I was telling you guys on the front of the video, got 150 watts, 0.16 is the build. Let's go ahead and take a vape. And I tell you what, you cannot get clouds like that, flavor like I just got, out of any tank that I own. I'll tell you that right off jump, okay? But I know you can't taste it through the camera, but I'm going to explain it the best way I can so you understand what it tastes like. And let me go ahead and take one more pull before I do that. Oh, man. This is a different type of vape. I didn't really... like I said, I didn't know what I was going to get off of it. I didn't know if it was going to taste like the cornbread out of the pan or if it was going to have like a different flavor. And this is definitely a little different profile than what I was expecting. I get a nice, sweet, kind of corny flavor at the beginning. Just a nice, sweet, nice hit on the beginning. Once the exhale comes or towards the end of the vape, I get a nice bakery flavor. And it's actually a really good blend. Let me go ahead and take one more pull. Yeah, it is actually really, really good. I really do enjoy it. I just, like I said, I didn't really know what to expect. Sweet cornbread, never vaped on it, and it actually is really, really good. If you like a bakery flavor or like a nice sweet flavor, I mean, if you like cornbread, of course you're going to like it. But the vape experience is nice. I really do like it. So, anyways, heavy hitter, it's a 70% VGE liquid. Standard pricing, I think it's about $20 for 30 mils. And they got a bunch of different flavors. Check out their sites. I'll put all the links down there in the description. And I mean, like I was telling you guys, if you guys have not tried high wattage dripping, you absolutely have to give it a chance, alright? It is just a must-have. I mean, you just have to try it. If you haven't tried it, go out there, get your hands on an RDA, get a build in it. Now, you don't have to build it. Go to the vape shop. They'll put a build in for $5. I mean, you can't beat it. You just have to try it. And I mean, as far as saving money, as far as coils, I didn't mention this in the pros, but I mean, I put a coil in here. This quad coil I put in here last week. I'll probably be running the same quad coil for the next 2 or 3 months, okay? Change it out, pull the wick out, clean the coil, put new wick in it, and it's ready to go for another 3-4 days, alright? So it's definitely saves you some money, alright? Coils cost, $4 or $5 a piece. You buy every 2 or 3 weeks. I put a coil in here. It costs about $2, and it's going to last me 3 months. All right. I'm going to have to change the wick, but wick is really, really cheap. All right. So, like I said, you have to try it. I'm not going to beat a dead horse anymore. It's over. Try high wattage dripping if you have not. All right. But I think that's pretty much going to sum it up for me today, all right? So thanks for watching, folks. I truly do appreciate it. If you guys liked anything in today's video, make sure you guys give me a big fat thumbs up. But until next time, just remember, vape on, YouTube.